Are you travelling around the UK with your dog this spring? Do you love walking in the countryside with your dog? Then you might not know this, because I didn't. We all want to be responsible owners, but did you know that the rules for your dog walk can completely change the moment you cross the border from Scotland into England? Let's talk about the laws around the off-leash dogs during that critical bird nesting season, because I didn't know this. Let me explain exactly what you need to know, why the rules are different and how you can avoid a hefty fine, which can be up to £5,000 or even more. First of all, why do these rules even exist? From early spring to late summer, many of our most beloved bird species like the curlew, the lapwing and the skylark nest on or near the ground. They are incredibly vulnerable. An off-leash dog, even a friendly one, just having a wee sniff around can cause a parent bird to abandon its nest, leaving the eggs and the chicks exposed to predators and the cold. A single disturbance can be fatal. There's one piece of law that applies across the entire UK, the Wildlife Countryside Act 1981. This act makes it a serious criminal offence to intentionally or recklessly disturb, damage or destroy a wild bird's nest. The key word here is recklessly, and that's where the difference between the nations begins. Let's start with England and Wales. The law here is very specific. It's tied to the current type of land. It's all about the Countryside and the Rights of Way Act 2000, also known as the CROW Act. This is the law that gives us the right to roam and what's called the open access land. Think of mountains, moors, heaths and commons. On this specific type of land, the law is hard and fast. From March the 1st to July the 31st, your dog must be on a short leash of no more than 2 metres. It's not advice, it's not guidance, it's a statutory requirement. If your dog is off lead on that land during that period, you're breaking the law, full stop. Now let's head north to Scotland, where I live, where the approach is different. Scotland operates on a principle of responsible access. The key document here is the Scottish Outdoor Access Code, or the SOAC. The code advises that during the bird nesting season, which they typically define as April to July, you should keep your dog on a short lead or under very close control in sensitive areas. And here's the crucial difference. The SOAC is guidance. You cannot be fined for simply ignoring the code. But this is the most important part. If you ignore the guidance and your off-leash dog does disturb a nesting bird, you can then be prosecuted directly under that power. The UK Wildlife and Countryside Act for acting recklessly. So in Scotland, the crime isn't being off-leash, the crime is the disturbance itself. By ignoring the official guidance, this is what makes you legally reckless and therefore liable for that. Let's break that down. In England and Wales, on open access land, the act of having your dog off the lead is the offence itself. In Scotland, the act of your dog disturbing the nest is the offence, and your failure to follow the official guidance is the key evidence that you were being reckless. It's a subtle but vital legal distinction. Okay, let's talk about the consequences. What happens if you get it wrong? In England and Wales, if you're caught with a dog off lead in open access land, you're technically a trespasser and can be asked to leave. The bigger fine comes from breaching the local council orders, also called PSPOs, which can be up to £1,000. And if an actual disturbance is proven, you fall under the Wildlife and Countryside Act, with its unlimited fines and potential jail time. In Scotland, it's more direct, because the prosecution is for the disturbance itself under the Wildlife and Countryside Act. You are immediately facing a fine of up to £5,000 and or a 6-month prison sentence. So let's sum that up. In England and Wales, remember the dates, the 1st of March to the 31st of July. If you're on the moor, heath or mountain, the lead is not an option, it's the law. In Scotland, remember the principle, responsible access. The law trusts you to follow the guidance, and if you betray the trust and your dog causes a problem, the penalties are severe. The simplest and safest and most responsible thing to do, wherever you are in the UK, if you're in the countryside during the spring and the summer and you see signs of ground nesting birds, or if you're just in any doubt at all, then pop them on the lead. It's a small action that makes a huge difference. So thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please give it a pop up or a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel Canny Dogs for more content on being a responsible dog owner, and share it with any fellow dog owners you know that might need to know this information. Please stay safe and be happy wherever you may roam this summer.